Hey, David from Comic Book Investments, or should I say card investments for today. Today we're going to look at something kind of crazy. Um, Normally I talk about comics on market analysis, but today I'm going to talk about a Kobe Bryant rookie card because I came across this video of Snoop Dogg basically trading his car for a Kobe Bryant rookie card. And I know I talk a lot about comics, but cards are also a great investment too. So we're going to watch this video clip real quick, and then I'll talk about a market analysis on the Kobe Bryant rookie card. Also today with me is Quinn. She's going to help with all the pricing, right? Yep. So if the pricing's wrong, it's her fault. Say hello. Um, okay, so let's watch this video real quick. I took out a little segment of it.
You want to take it up a notch for this what Deshaun did? How big you want to play with this?
Maybe put up one of my cars or something.
So he just said that basically he asked him, he's like, hey, do you want to do a trade? And he's like, what do you want to trade? And he's like, how about one of my cars?
Yeah.
What? All right, that's you made it sound like it was gonna be little. I thought you were gonna be like, all right, cool, we're gonna sign ball some card. All right, it's only fair.
How much that's worth?
About 30.
Yeah, that new, 30, that new silver and black Cutlass. I mean, oh, the silver and black Cutlass. We put that up against that.
You never think a piece of cardboard would be as valuable as a card. You'd be gambling on that, right? It's insane where the card market is.
Okay, so yeah, there's a video of Snoop Dogg. This guy's obviously a dealer, and he went to Deshaun Watson, and Deshaun Watson traded a used game jersey for a rookie card of his. And Snoop Dogg has a connection with Kobe Bryant, so they talked earlier in the video about it. And so, yeah, he's going to put up his car, which is worth about $42,000 or something like that, for a card. Kobe Bryant rookie. Now, of that rookie card, there's two variants, or there's two types, I should say. There's the normal chrome version, but then there's also the refractor version, which is much more rare and harder to get of that certain card. So, we can look here. This is a PSA 9 of the normal card. Let's see if I can click a picture. Yeah, so this is the normal chrome edition. This is Gem Mint 10. So if I look over at 10 right here, you can scroll down and you can see basically where the card has been throughout the years. This takes real sales data. I'm using psacards.com, so it's only going to have PSA cards graded. And obviously the spike, and then it's gone really high up recently. And then you can look at, 9 of it. Oops, too far. And a lot of these dips are probably people, I'm assuming these dips are like 500 people, either they didn't know what they had or they probably was a mistake on realizing these prices, this graph. I mean, it could be maybe like this person had like, oh, I bought this card forever ago and doesn't know the current market and just puts it up as a buy it now for $400, and maybe they bought it back here, and so like, which is 2019, like, yeah, it's worth 400, 500, $600, not realizing that it's actually tens of thousands. All right, and then so that's you're looking at a 9 is worth currently around 6 or 7. A 10 is worth 30, 40. If you get the refractor version, the refractor, see, it's kind of like shiny, I guess, like has like this little chrome glare thing going on, the refractor version. Much more rare. And if you're looking at a 9 or a 10, you're looking at like almost $500,000 recent sales, a 500 and a 400,000. A 9.0 is going to be about 100,000, and there's not that many sales, but as you can see, they weren't. This is for a 9 is worth $3,000, then spikes up to way up here. A 10, scroll down. It's crazy. You could have got a 10 back in 2013, 10 for like 4 or 5 grand, and now it's worth, went as high as, that one's 460, that one's 500, and then 400. So it's just crazy to see how much it's gone up. And then I also have made a little sheet and you guys can check out this sheet that I made. Basically sums up averages total. In 2015, a PSA 10 refractor version was about 10 grand. Just a normal version, PSA 10's 400. Refractor of PSA 9, 2,500. And a 9 is like 300 of the normal. So not very much difference. But then this is where 2020, a PSA 10 refractor is 120,000. And a PSA 9 refractor is like 40,000. So it's just crazy how much they've changed. And then, yeah, now you're looking at about $500,000 for a refractor 10. And then a normal one is about 45,000. And then 100 grand for PSA 9, about 8 grand. It's gone up like crazy. And if you look at your return, it's almost 5,000% return in 6 years. And then just a normal PSA one, look at that. It's like almost a 12,000% return. And then 4,000 for just the normal, 3,000, for the. So it's gone up crazy. Like most people, like the S&P 500 goes up on average, like through its lifespan, averages around 8 to 10% return. So these cards, like cards can be a great investment too. Now, obviously, this is going to be skewed a little differently because Kobe Bryant recently passed a few years ago. And so that's why his card has spiked. And also on top of that, there's this people getting more into, like investors are getting more into the comics, cards, coins, all that kind of stuff. And Silicon Valley's getting in it. There's lots of these like apps and pop-up websites where you can basically invest in cards without actually owning it. So you own a share. I did a video on that before. So there's a lot of people jumping into this market. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know cards as well as I know comics, but I think even if there's a bubble, right? Even if it's a bubble and it pops, if you're looking at these cards as an investment over like a 10, 20-year span, they're going to be much higher than this. So even if like you bought this card for $500,000 and say it drops down to, a couple 100,000 because the bubble pops and it's eventually this will come back around and be worth it. I mean, I have an old Overstreet price guide, one of the first price guides for comics, and in it, an action number 1 in mint condition is $300. It's not $300 now. Like, even if the bubble, pops on it, I mean, if you had a mint condition action number 1, you're talking millions and millions and millions of dollars. So, yeah, I mean, eventually it'll just slowly go up over time. You might buy it at the peak of the bubble before it bursts, but eventually, over time, it'll go up. So, yeah, I thought this would be kind of different from what I normally do to show, like, cards and stuff that can be an investment, too, along with comics. So that's kind of like my market analysis of Kobe Bryant Rookie Card. And how Snoop Dogg traded a car worth around 42,000 for this Kobe Bryant rookie. So it's kind of crazy. All right, thanks.